Communication skills. Just this for talk like a pro audiobook review. Have you ever wondered how some people easily connect with others? How they manage to draw people in with their words, their voice, and their manner? What makes their communication so powerful? It's communication skills. This is a quality that can change your life, alter your path, and transform the way you think. When you communicate effectively, you don't just connect with others, you also boost your self-confidence. Now, the real question is, do you want to become an effective communicator? Do you want your every word to have an impact, to speak with a voice that can inspire others? If yes, then let's embark on this journey together and learn how you can improve your communication skills and become a powerful speaker. Communication is not just a collection of words, it's an art. It's about using words in the right way, words that speak directly from your heart to another person's heart. Never forget, words are not just sounds, they hold power. And when this power is used in the right way, it works like magic. But the real question is, do we recognize that power? Do we understand the impact our words can have? Let's start by understanding what communication truly means. The true meaning of communication is not just talking, it's about having a purpose. Every conversation should have a goal. When we speak, we want our message to reach the other person in the most effective way possible, and we want it to have an impact on them. Have you ever felt that when some people speak, it feels like they are speaking directly to your soul? Why is that? Because they are fully immersed in their words. Every word and every sentence they speak reaches your heart. They don't just explain things to you, they make you feel it. And that's the real magic of communication. You might be wondering, can I do this too? Absolutely, you can. And in this video, we will show you the path to improving your communication skills and becoming an effective speaker. Let's begin with the most important element, confidence. If you feel like your voice doesn't have that power, know that it's just an illusion. Every person has the power in their voice. A voice filled with confidence is the one that makes the most impact. When you speak, don't just focus on your words. Infuse energy into your voice that makes the other person feel your presence. The foundation of confidence comes from loving yourself and believing in your abilities. If you believe in yourself, the world will start to see you in the same light. So, trust yourself and tell the world that you're here with your words and your power. Next, let's talk about the art of listening. We often think that communication is all about speaking, but in reality, half of communication is listening. When you listen carefully to someone, you make an effort to understand them, and this makes your communication even more effective. Asking the right questions at the right time, showing the other person that you're genuinely interested in what they have to say, deepens your communication. Listening isn't just something you do with your ears, you do it with your heart. When you're talking to someone, are you looking them in the eye? Are you trying to understand their body language? These little things can elevate your communication. Now, let's discuss the art of speaking effectively. When you speak, is your tone varied? Do you choose your words carefully? Are your sentences simple and straightforward, or are they complex? These things affect the way your communication comes across. Have you noticed that effective speakers never speak at length unnecessarily? They express their thoughts in a concise yet impactful way. They choose their words carefully. And most importantly, they inject their emotions into their speech. When you express your feelings in the right way, your words resonate with the listener. Now, let's talk about the art of connecting. When you speak to someone, do you truly connect with them? Do you gain their trust? It's not just about your words. It's about your body language, your eye contact, and your smile. When you connect with the other person, your words carry even more weight. One more thing that is crucial is the clarity of your message. Sometimes we make our points in such complicated ways that the other person doesn't even understand. So, always keep your message clear and simple. Use words that are easy to understand so that everyone can grasp your point without difficulty. In the end, the goal of communication is to express yourself in a way that has an impact on others. When you speak clearly, simply, and with emotions, you don't just inspire others. You give them something new to learn. You'll see that as you improve your communication skills, your relationships will get better, your self-confidence will rise, and most importantly, the impact of your words will grow. So, are you ready to take your communication skills to the next level? Are you ready to recognize the power hidden in your words? Remember, communication is not just a game of words. It's an art. And as you begin to understand it better, your life will take on a whole new direction. Now, all you need to do is realize that by improving your communication, you can not only express your thoughts effectively, but also open up new ways to connect with the world. So, rise up, recognize your voice, and enhance your communication skills. As you continue on this journey of mastering communication, it's important to remember that this is a skill that grows with time, patience, and practice. You won't become a master overnight. But each day, as you practice and refine your skills, you'll notice small changes. Changes that will make a big difference in your life. The first step is to recognize that effective communication isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it. It's about delivering your message with confidence, passion, and authenticity. When you speak from the heart, you connect with others on a deeper level. The words you use may be simple, but the emotions behind them are powerful. Let's take a moment to reflect. Think about the people in your life who have impacted you deeply with their words. Perhaps it was a teacher, a mentor, a friend, or even a stranger. What was it about their communication that made it so impactful? Was it their clarity, their confidence, or perhaps it was their ability to make you feel understood and valued? Now, think about how you can embody some of those qualities in your own communication. One key element of effective communication is understanding your audience. Every conversation is different, and so is every person you speak to. To truly connect with someone, you need to understand their needs, their emotions, and their perspective. Are they looking for information? Are they seeking empathy? Are they looking for motivation? By tuning into these signals, you can adjust your communication to better serve the person you're speaking to. Empathy plays a huge role in communication. When you approach each conversation with empathy, you open the door to understanding. You're not just listening to reply, you're listening to understand. This creates a safe space where the other person feels heard, valued, and respected. And when they feel that way, they're more likely to listen to you and respond in kind. Empathy is also about recognizing nonverbal cues, things like body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. These cues are often more powerful than the words themselves. Have you ever been in a conversation where the person's words didn't quite match their body language? Maybe they said something kind, but their posture was defensive. In these moments, you can feel the disconnect. To be a truly effective communicator, you need to be aware of both what you say and how you say it. Now, let's talk about how to handle difficult conversations. We all face them, whether it's giving constructive feedback, discussing a sensitive topic, or navigating a disagreement. Difficult conversations don't have to be confrontational. They can be opportunities for growth and understanding. The key is to remain calm, be respectful, and communicate with a sense of curiosity rather than judgment. Focus on finding solutions, not on placing blame. One powerful tool in these situations is asking open-ended questions. When you ask questions that encourage the other person to think and share their feelings, you create a space for meaningful dialogue. Instead of simply responding to what's being said, you become a partner in the conversation, working together to find common ground. The way we communicate also affects our personal and professional relationships. In the workplace, being able to communicate effectively can set you apart. Whether you're presenting an idea to a team, negotiating with a client, or offering feedback to a colleague, your ability to communicate clearly and confidently can help you build trust and credibility. It's not just about the words you use, it's about your ability to connect with others and inspire confidence in your message. In personal relationships, communication is the foundation of understanding. Whether you're talking with a partner, a friend, or a family member, the way you communicate determines the quality of your relationship. Do you take the time to listen deeply, or do you rush to respond? Do you express your needs and feelings honestly, or do you keep them hidden? True connection comes from honest and open communication. It's also important to recognize that communication is not one-sided. It's a two-way street. Effective communicators not only speak clearly, but also listen actively. They pay attention to the other person's words, their body language, and their emotions. They don't just wait for their turn to speak. They're fully engaged in the conversation. This kind of active listening creates a sense of trust and understanding, which is essential for building strong relationships. Let's also talk about the role of body language in communication. It's said that a large portion of communication is nonverbal. Your posture, your gestures, your eye contact, all of these elements send powerful messages. When you stand tall, make eye contact, and use open gestures, you send a message of confidence and engagement. But when you slouch, avoid eye contact, or cross your arms, you can inadvertently send a message of disinterest or defensiveness. Pay attention to your body language and make sure it aligns with the message you're trying to convey. The power of storytelling is another tool in your communication arsenal. Stories have the ability to capture people's attention, evoke emotions, and make your message more memorable. When you can tell a story that illustrates your point, you not only make your message more engaging, but you also make it more relatable. Whether you're giving a presentation or having a one-on-one conversation, storytelling can be a powerful way to connect with your audience. As we wrap up this journey of learning about effective communication, remember that this is an ongoing process. It's about continuous growth and improvement. The more you practice, the more natural and powerful your communication will become. You'll notice that your relationships deepen, your confidence increases, and your ability to inspire others grows. So, what's next for you? The first step is to take action. Start by practicing these skills every day. Whether it's by having more meaningful conversations, listening more attentively, or paying attention to your body language, make a conscious effort to improve. Every small step you take will bring you closer to becoming the powerful communicator you're meant to be. As you continue to grow, remember that the power of communication lies not just in the words you speak, but in the way you connect with others. It's about building relationships, inspiring action, and creating change. When you master the art of communication, you master the art of influence. And that, my friend, is one of the most powerful skills you can ever possess. So go ahead, step into your power, and communicate like a pro. The world is waiting to hear your voice.